Well, we've got some cooler air moving in today, but it's not going to be nearly as cold as the northern part of the state. We'll show you why there's going to be such a big temperature difference from north to south. Plus a couple of snow chances, but no real big storms in our neck of the woods. So we've got a little bit of a breeze today, nothing like some of the windy days last week, but some 20, 25 mile an hour gusts. This is out of the northwest as cooler air moves across the state. Temperatures are really going to hold pretty steady today because of that cooler air. So we started in the upper 20s and we'll probably only be around 30. So we've got a split in the polar vortex, two main areas of cold air, one spinning around Hudson Bay, kind of affecting us, and then another larger one in Siberia. And this is going to get close to us, but not plunge into the middle of the US. So that's why we're not going to see really an Arctic outbreak, but the far northern part of the state will see significantly colder temperatures. So we talked about this last week. We've got this big upper level ridge of warmth through the North Atlantic, this Greenland blocking pattern combined with a big ridge of warmth moving out of Alaska, and that splits that flow in the middle layers of the atmosphere, creating that split polar vortex. And when we look at the stratosphere, so we've got a stratospheric and tropospheric, two different polar vortices. We have got a strong polar vortex. That's why it's not completely splitting or breaking up. That's what leads to that really cold air plunging further south. So it's staying largely intact because it's a strong vortex this year, despite the big push from Greenland. So temperatures tonight will be below zero across northern Minnesota and definitely colder, single digits here, but not dramatically cold. But as we head into tomorrow night, look at the difference. We're going to see teens here in southern Minnesota, but you get into the northwestern corner of the state, places like Halleck could hit 20 below zero. So it's quite the difference in temperatures. That's how much of a difference being even a couple hundred miles further north will make closer to that colder air. And so a wider view of this shows those really sub-zero readings, teens and 20s below zero across southern Manitoba, again into the very northwestern corner of Minnesota, and then really up through Canada as that vortex just kind of spins over the western part of Hudson Bay. Now on the edge of this colder air, we do have these shots of light snow showers. We talked about this last week too. These aren't big snow producers. These are more clippers type systems. So we've got one tomorrow, another one on Wednesday, both of which affect mainly the northern parts of the state. We'll see some snow showers, but nothing really adding up too much. And then a bigger storm to the south by the end of the week, and that's probably going to be mostly rain as milder air moves in because that cold that is to our north will retreat further north. So tomorrow, snow showers across the northern part of the state, maybe a couple of snow showers here in the Twin Cities, but this is mainly a northern Minnesota event. A swath of probably about 1 to 3 inches of snow, though, will fall across the northern parts of the state, basically north of Duluth. Fargo could get a couple of inches, International Falls. And then further south, again, just maybe a dusting is going to be about it for some of us in the southern part of the state. The Wednesday system, there's some variations in the track a little bit. We might see it get a little further south. If that happens, maybe we can squeeze out a ½ inch. But if it takes this more northerly track, then we get almost nothing. Either way, though, neither of these are big storms for us. So we're kind of in this pattern where we'll be on and off cooler than normal, but not really stormy. So if you're a snow lover, you got to kind of keep waiting here. But near 30 today is where we'll level out. And then it will be colder the next couple of nights, but these temperatures are not dramatic. 27 on Tuesday is only about 4 or 5 degrees below normal. And then as we end the week, we're in for a stretch of milder temperatures again, back above normal, back above freezing probably Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Might have a few flurries over the weekend or even a sprinkle, since those temperatures will be fairly mild here by Sunday. But all in all, a pretty dull pattern this week, at least for Minnesota.